You have strong views on it, and I completely appreciate that you cannot talk about this in detail. But let me ask you more generically, that in your heart, you would like to reveal the details. In your heart, I'm not asking you when or in what circumstances, but having known about it, you would like to reveal the details of how the system operates, wouldn't you?
Well, we have various types of information about different banking operations in the world. Over time, we have revealed those. In fact, most of the legal attacks on us have been from banks. Banks in Scotland, banks in Dubai, banks in Iceland. We have all received legal attacks from these banks. And we will continue on publishing data about these banks as soon as we're able to do so.
Have you encountered any Indian names? I'm not asking you to tell me where, which banks,
yes,
or which cities.
There are Indian names in data that either we have already published or we are going to publish. I can't remember specifically whether the Indian names are in upcoming publications, but I have read Indian names. Similarly, in these private Swiss banking concerns where you need at least $1 million, so it is a significant amount of money, not an average Indian.
And it's difficult to identify those names. Anything more you can tell us about?
I can't tell you anything more at this stage. As we go through the process of releasing data, it is always that we have to do extra research.
Yes.
And then once we understand which media organizations are best placed to help us with that research, then we operate with them. But we're not at the stage yet that I know all the research that is going on.
To all our Indian viewers, just one point. Should they lose hope that the names will come out? I mean,
no.
At one point, what would you say to them?
They should absolutely not lose hope. I mean, it's quite interesting. There are different forces at play here. I mean, the German government in particular has been very strong in that there needs to be more transparency about banking operations. It has gone so far as to buy CDs off people in Liechtenstein and so on to reveal this information. A very, very aggressive approach by the German government. And the German government is the dominant power within Europe. Those German attitudes are gradually seeping in to Europe as a whole. The United States has also been applying some pressure in relation to UBS tax evaders. So the problem is that as Swiss bank accounts are opened up, there's simply other ways to deal with the situation. So you go and register a trust in, say, Charles, and the trust then opens a Swiss bank account. Well, you might know who owns the Swiss bank account, but what's there is a trust in, say, Charles. So then you have to break the trust in, say, Charles. That is a problem throughout the offshore sector. It's quite hard to deal with. You can sort of get it through regulation, investigation. You kind of get this at the level where although people can hide their assets in this way, the amount of expense and effort and risk involved in the asset hiding doesn't make it worthwhile.
Yeah, but given the economic and political clout that India wields, any reason India should not be as aggressive?
No, there's no reason why India shouldn't be as aggressive. In fact, maybe it should be more aggressive because India seems like it's losing per capita much more tax money than Germany.